Hey guys, thought I'd just let you know that Apple has released a kind of interesting details here about this new iPad, the third generation, and saying how many they have sold. So in 4 days, once it's been out, they have been able to sell 3 million units, and 13,000 of them were sold in this Fifth Avenue in New York on that Apple store. It's kind of insane. 13,000 iPads used in that store on 12 hours. So what's interesting here is that, okay, so 3 million in 4 days, but what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. We can't compare it to anything. Well, we also got some statistics when Apple launched their first, the original iPad in 2010, and we do know that the launch day there in 2010, they sold 300,000 units, and it took them 80 days to sell 3 million iPads, and now it only takes 4 days. It's kind of insane. And also 3 million in 4 days, that is extremely many, because if we go ahead and look at on their iPhone, that's like their most selling device, it's almost selling as good as the iPhone 4S. The iPhone 4S, they did sell 4 million units of the iPhone 4S on 3 days. So, I mean, it's almost the same kind of numbers their iPad is reaching. So, I mean, the tablet industry is going to be really huge in the future, because this is, I mean, they're almost selling as many iPads as iPhones, or I mean, the latest generation, of course. So if we go ahead and look here also on the quarter, we can see that they had a best quarter where here in Q1 2012, where they sold 15 million iPads. The quarter before that was 11, and then they have about Q2 2011, only 4. But I mean, I think it's kind of interesting that their first iPad, it did take them 80 days to sell 1 million. I mean, that's kind of the same numbers as Samsung's new Galaxy Note. I think it's been selling a couple of million at the moment. So, I mean, Samsung, I mean, it's a successful thing. So, in the future, I think they're going to sell so many of those devices, because they are really successful, and it's really a new kind of industry where you have as big screens on smartphones. But yeah, it will be interesting to follow here, to see what's going to happen with Apple. Their stock is kind of high right now. It's been hit its record over $600 what it's worth, and cost to own in that little stock over there. But yeah, good news for Apple. See.